Once upon a time, feathered quills detailed adventures of princesses and princes, the fall of villains in a battle of morals that amassed a happy ending for those who deserved one. The classical fantasy of good and evil. But reality is rarely printed in black and white. What you may have never been told is that it would be just as easy for the hero to become the villain, and for the villain to save the day. Every choice that led them to their side stemmed from where they were taught. One side of the tale echoes towers of gilded gold, of courage and hope, of those nurtured to be good, etched from marble with pure hearts and even purer intentions. On the other, clouds of gray encompassed the darker side, neglected, thrust into a devilish competition of who could be the best, or, for them, the worst. Evil chiseled frightful claws, fangs, and the delight of terror into only the worthiest. When cracks in golden walls form, and ghastly tendrils slip through like moonlight, what is to become of the foundations laid in place a millennia ago? And when the misty morals of the undecided good nor evil echo uncertainty, who's to stop them from turning the world upside down? It was never as simple as good and evil. However, it always started as such.
Is this thing on? Hello, esteemed guests, and welcome to the most anticipated event of the year, or I would argue the second most anticipated. Who else is looking forward to my birthday? Anyway, today is the day where the students for the next academic year at Everafters are chosen. And remember, whether you are or aren't picked, you still have the chance to create your own story. Think about Maleficent. She was good at making everything about herself. Without further ado, give it up for our headmasters! Introducing our VIPs, very important principals. Headmaster of the School for Good, Etho, and Headmaster of the School for Evil, Hannah. Headmaster Etho, if you'd like to start.
Greetings, future students! I'm more than thrilled to welcome you to Everafters, where generations of heroes and villains have carved their own paths and made a bright future for themselves.
Or where villains have been thrust into shadow, forced to be a footnote in the story of their enemies.
You said you wouldn't do this.
Wouldn't do what? Let our students know what they're in for?
Yeah, please, not now.
Not now. Always an inconvenience to the good, aren't I?
What? You know that's not—
Would you like to announce the new students? We'll start with you, Headmaster Etho, with the students for the School of Good.
Of course. For the first placement, we have Magic. Headmaster Hannah?
Olive.
Our next student, Katie.
Swirls.
Then we have, Danny.
Spidey.
Welcome, Michaela.
Cherry.
Raspy. Welcome to Good.
Nuke.
Akko.
Shulk.
Lastly, for the School of Good, please welcome Gab.
Finally, Ghosty. Those are all of our students starting this upcoming term.
Thank you all for coming and welcome to our newest Everafters.
Now that's it for this year, folks, but come back at the same time next year for another round of new students. In the meantime, I'll be here writing jokes, preparing, waiting.
Well, shall we get started?